Glenn Parker, High Vibration Foundation. Thank you very much for joining me. I wanted to discuss really quickly an observation. So, sometime last year, I don't know, maybe the middle of the year or up till September, sometime around there, I had a dream where distinctly I remember in the dream having an onset of unconditional love, like that vibration coming through in the dream. Very pure, very powerful, pretty short-lived, like most of them. The longest one I've had, I couldn't tell you how long it was, but it seemed like it was forever. And it was when I was on a consistent basis tuning in to Adronis and asking for energy, and I got it. It was like, I actually literally had to sit down and veg out for a little while. Now, more recently, within the last couple days, since I've had my channeling session with the Pleiadian High Council of Seven, I've had epic dream states, and I gave them permission to work with my energy in whatever way was most conducive as a joint agreement, and they are. Definitely something going on, because all of my dreams have been really epic. They have, I'm remembering, like I wasn't even remembering any dreams, like I hadn't dreamed at all. And now I'm just like, I wake up and I'm like, wow, it feels like I dreamed for a million years. But I remember distinctly in one of my dreams over the last few days of being in my old house where I kind of grew up, and one of the houses I grew up in, and like being in the living room or and I was in the bedroom, and I was, don't quite remember the elements and who, what, why, where, but I remember stopping and mentally stating that I'm immortal and that I always have existed and I always will exist in relation to the concept called time. That it was anchored in consciousness as a conscious thought that I'm immortal and everybody whom I come in contact with is immortal, and they're just playing out a great game in physical reality and have crystallized down to play a great game with a whole bunch of your friends, basically. Like, that's the way I like to state it. And that all is forgiven in spirit, that there is no judgment. And that idea has really stuck. I mean, it was already in there and it was there most of the time, but now it's like there all the time, and it's even more deeply seated. So I think, and everybody is different, but I think it is very useful to have sessions with different channels, ones that you feel attracted to. In this particular case, I had a sense that I might have an aspect of myself in that type of incarnational trajectory within the collective of the Pleiadian High Council of Seven, and that was correct. So if you feel attracted to talk to a particular channel from any of the channels, anyone that you come through that you feel has a strong connection, it I think is quite advantageous to have a conversation, whether it be short or long, and save up your pennies to do so if that is what needs to happen. You can even have, most of the channels offer like 15 or 30-minute sessions as well, whether it be for healing or to have a conversation. So I just wanted to make that observation that it was extraordinarily useful to have that conversation. I have had just a ton of energy come through, more anchored in the physical, not just because of the suggestions that were made during the channeling session, but just more of everything, more energy, some unconditional love coming through here and there, and just kind of like, whoa, here I am. So I wanted to make a notation of that. I've been wanting to do that for several days. I wanted to do it the day of, but it's been busy. So thank you very much for joining me. Glenn Parker, High Vibration Foundation. Coaching, life, business, and spiritual. Also retreats, boys and girls. Don't forget retreats. All of that can be found down below in the description, along with lots of other cheeky stuff. There's links to all the different channels and to the foundation, to my site, and to any number of other places that I found might be interesting if you're like this type of material. And if you do like this, please do like, subscribe, and share.